Hi everyone, so hope you're well. Just a little note before I start the program. I don't recommend that anyone goes to the protest tomorrow in London for the simple fact that it has the same vibe that the so-called Million Masked March had, where it was heavily promoted, and people were saying, "Oh, it's going to kick off." Well, how would you know that unless it's orchestrated and staged to be like that? So yeah, I wouldn't recommend anyone to go. It feels contrived. Feels like there's probably going to be a lot of sort of fake arrests and fake scuffles. Don't be part of it. We will find another way to do things. But for now, I would say I don't recommend that you go tomorrow to the London events. All right. Okay, so what we're going to discuss today is actually biased Amy. I mean, based Amy. So let's have a quick look. Okay, so I had forgotten about her for a little bit, but then I saw this picture of her with Resistance ET. So it jogged my memory of a few things, and also it made me think, okay, well, there's another one to add to the connection. So basically, biased Amy, based Amy, has some sort of connections that I would say a bit dodgy. I wouldn't sort of follow those circles myself. So yeah, here she is with Resistance ET, Mr. 8 Foot Man, the other day outside the courts once again. The most used courts ever for crisis actors. I particularly like the blue sort of, covering there where the door should be, window or whatever it is. Yeah, that's it's classy. So anyway, here she is with him. Let's see where else we've seen her before. Oh, okay. So here we are. Look, here she is again. And who's she with? Who's she with now, guys? Who's that? Sure, I recognise that dude. Oh yeah, it's Tatman. Of course it is. So she's connected to Tatman. And for all of you who haven't seen the video I made about this, the so-called policeman there is Constable Terry, who I've seen in another sort of recording where he's just really acting like an actor rather than the police, and it makes sense that this is a staged event because you've got Tatman acting like he's sort of confronting the police, and the police just stand there allowing him to have a 10-minute again political dialogue. Whereas in real life they don't allow you to do that. They don't allow you to confront police like this. But yeah, so here she is connected to Tapman. Yeah. Not only is she filming supposedly, but also the person filming is Red Hat Boy. I don't know if you're aware of this gentleman, but yeah, he's filming. She is supposedly filming, and Tapman is acting literally. So yeah, so not only is biased Amy connected to Resistance ET, aka 8 Foot Man, she is also obviously connected to Tatman, who, as we have discussed before, is seems to be the actor that they use to confront police. Because obviously he's very visually striking. He gives off that vibe of football hooligan, and he can be found shouting and effing and blinding at police in Speaker's Corner, Trafalgar Square. Never gets cautioned or warned about his behaviour towards the police. And why would that be? Probably because he's on that same side working with. But again, this is just brainstorming, guys. Just brainstorming using information that is available to everyone because they record this and put it out publicly. All this information is public information available to us all. So here is a couple of months ago, if that, supposedly this is biased Amy. Based Amy supposedly getting arrested now. Again, she falls over at this stage. So there's many occasions, I think there's three at least, where she falls over, is pushed over, is nudged over. But yeah, it just seems like she's the female version of Resistance ET. And as you can see, screaming and making a scene so that everyone can take a photo and film the disabled lady getting manhandled by police. Yeah, that's basically what it is. They use her as she's a woman, disabled supposedly with crutches. Yeah, with a crutch thing, walking stick. Like biased Welshman said, she's a walking stick. Yeah. Oh, but look, guys, who's here watching and observing everything? Can you see on the right hand side? That's right. It's everyone's favourite candidate for mayor, David Curtains. Everybody, our saviour. And what it seems to be is he stands around when people are getting arrested just so that he gets his picture connected with that. So in the future, you can say, yes, and I remember I was at Speaker's Corner watching Biased Amy get arrested and Resistance ET getting arrested and Tapman swearing at the police. He's always there when these things are happening. And like I said, they're building up his legend so that people remember that he was there when all these people got arrested and they think he's one of us. But in my opinion, he is probably Resistance GB's dad, and they're all on the same side. They're pretending that they're on our side, but in fact they are with the elite, and that's why they're doing these acting jobs and probably getting paid for the privilege of doing it, and promised sort of jobs in the future. Yeah. Now, what is Biased Amy wearing here? If you can read that. That's right, free Tommy Robinson. Okay, so that tells you a lot, doesn't it? So that tells you a lot, doesn't it? Yeah. And she's got again the red hat boy there next to her wearing those headphones, and there seems to be a recurring theme of headphones. Where is it? So yeah, free Tommy Robinson jumper there, which tells you everything that you need to know where their loyalty resides. Okay. So then you sort of have to think, okay, well, is that how they get funded? Is that how this person gets funded? It's a big possibility, isn't it? Yeah. Remember this lady is called the Bacon Lady because she used to walk around with bacon in her hand to try and incite the Muslim population at Speaker's Corner, apparently. Right? Bacon Lady. So you know how I give people like Cricket Man and Grey Bleeder? Well, this lady's already got her nickname, which is Bacon Lady. But I prefer Biased Amy, to be honest. So yeah, here you are wearing a Make America Great Again cap. So she's supposed to be all loyal to the United Kingdom and Great Britain and Union Flapjack all over the place. But yeah, her immediate concern is Make America Great Again. So obviously she's playing the role of a Trump supporter. Yeah. And look who I noticed here as well. It's Mr. Chelsea. Yeah. Looking looking good. When's it due? And also look at the plastic bag. So he's repping the plastic bag crew. So here's Biased Amy. And this is a scene where that you see that policewoman behind her. Supposedly she pushes her over and she falls to the floor. So again, three separate events where she falls to the floor. What I would say is I want to know what's in a backpack, because for all I know, in that backpack is just literally cushioning so that when she throws herself to the ground, she doesn't hurt herself because she lands on the backpack, which has probably got a lot of cushioning in it of some kind. Yeah, that's what I would hazard a guess at that. Again, just brainstorming. Now, again, right? Look how much stuff this lady has got. Okay, so she's got a crutch there on the Then she's got a megaphone. Then she's got a phone with a selfie stick. Then she's got that what she's carrying in her hand. It's like, my goodness. For a disabled lady who falls over the time, you're carrying a lot of stuff, love. I mean, fair play to you. You know, you don't need a handbag. You just, megaphone, selfie stick. Do you know what I mean? She's like the Inspector Gadget of crisis actors. Biased Amy. Here's another event which obviously if you've seen my video you would have seen, where she gets nudged by this policeman and she falls to the ground, and then Biased Welshman goes, "Oh my god, she's a walking stick." Yeah. But again, look, she's got her earphones there. Yeah, you see that? And there she is, crumpled on the floor at the hands of police brutality. It's terrible. Terrible. Right, so have a look at this. Here she is, another dodgy connection. This guy on the with the red polo shirt is called Tan. He has been in the speaker's corner before, basically saying F Islam at the top of his voice in front of Muslim people. He's basically a provocateur. And there she is standing by him. Yeah, so look at his tattoos, look at what's on his top, look at his appearance, and then look at her glasses. I'm sure you know what make that is. Now, I don't know how much glasses are, but I'd imagine Emporio Armani glasses are pretty expensive, probably. So just a little thought there. But yeah, here's another connection. So far we've seen Resistance E.T. We've seen Tatman. Now you're seeing this guy Tan, who, like I said, is a provocateur who got escorted out of the park and got put on an empty bus by the police. Okay? That tells you a lot. If you want to know more about Tan from Speaker's Corner, this guy with the red t-shirt, let me know and we can do videos about him as well. But yeah, so you see she stood there with him. He's anti-Islam, so is she. That's why she was carrying around the bacon. That's why she's a Tommy Robinson supporter. And as I said, look at the Emporio Armani glasses there, yeah? And here again she is with the bloody headphones again. I mean, all these people, they just must love music. Like Grey Bleeder's always listening to, ABBA and stuff like that. Biased Amy likes a bit of Led Zeppelin probably, or, something like that. Bob Dylan. But yeah, here she is getting filmed by that woman that we've seen before. But Biased Amy needs to read from a speech. She can't memorise it. It's not from the heart. It needs to be written down and read out because it's not from the heart, Look at Rich. Did Rich need to have notes, or did he say it from the heart, which is what you should be doing? Yeah? Just brainstorming. But yeah, wonder why they have the headphones all the time. Look, headphones again, another day, headphones there. And just look at the face. Look at the face of aggression, and yeah, make of that what you will, really. Does she look like a peaceful person to you? Does she look like she's trying to bring unity to you, or does she look like the total opposite of that? Yeah? David Kurten building up his legend by being pictured by fake people getting fake arrested. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't tell you about this guy. Yeah, mark my words, man. They're pushing this guy for a reason. And, this is where she's getting arrested. And look, on the right-hand side, you got Spectrum. So you got David Kurten, you got Biased Amy, and you got Spectrum. That tells you all you need to know. Oh, yes, I'm David Kurten. I wish to be the candidate of London Mayor. It's just, we're now in tyranny. I mean, we saw the E.T. character Resistance got arrested. It's terrible, terrible. Come on, it's just so obvious what they're trying to do. But he's always there with his coffee. There's nothing better than having a nice sip of your coffee while you're watching actors get fake arrested. You know, it's what you do, innit? Just walk through, have your nice coffee, your Java, espresso, whatever it is. Watch some crisis acting. That's winning. That's life. So look, like I said, all you got to do is type in Bacon Lady, and then you get hits on her. Yeah, so she is literally known as the Bacon Lady. Yeah, you see that? And then you got this here, Brexit activist who left Anna Soubry afraid to travel alone in public, jailed for harassment. So I'm not going to make any comment on that. I will just leave that evidence with you, and you can make of that what you will. Brexit activist who left Anna Soubry afraid to travel alone in public, jailed for harassment. Now, am I saying this is real? I don't know. I'm just giving you what they're telling you is the story. So again, talking about biased Amy, it says magistrates in Aberystwyth, I can't remember how to say that name, made her the subject of an ASBO banning her from going into the sea, onto beaches or onto the promenade in the town. 21st of June, police officers had to physically prevent her from entering the water. Just a few hours later, she had to be winched to safety from a cliff face. 2 days later, she was taken to hospital by helicopter after being pulled out of the water, and on 25th of June, she was found sitting on rocks and suffering from hypothermia. Now, I'm not being cruel or anything, but I would have loved to seen Biased Amy get winched to safety. I would have loved to seen that. No, maybe one day we'll get to see that footage. But yeah, all I would say about this is I'm not going to judge, but what I would be saying is this kind of behaviour that then allows you to go on political rallies and very volatile situations. Probably not. But, you know, is it real? Is it just a story? Is it legend? Don't know. Here's another sort of story or event that adds to Biased Amy's legend, okay? So I don't know if you remember, there was a baby Trump blimp that was flown in London. And basically this lady, Biased Amy, punctured it. So she filmed herself popping the giant Trump balloon, yeah, and then got arrested, basically, yeah. So there she is with her crutches, you know, stabbing the bloody balloon, and then gets arrested for it, yeah. And then just look at the pictures, mate. I mean, it's like Resistance GB all over again, isn't it? Yeah. You would just think, Biased Amy, that with all the trouble that you have, falling over, getting pushed over, and all this stuff, just stay at home. Stay at home. Let other people do all the dirty work. You just stream it, you know? Don't get yourself involved, love. That's my advice to you. I mean, you just seem to fall over all the time, and it can't be fun. And then again, you've got the look at the jumper she's wearing, a free Tommy Robinson shirt. She's got a megaphone in one hand, she's got a phone recording in the other hand, earphones in there, crutches there. It's just, oh dear, oh dear. Now, this policeman looks like someone that we've been discussing recently. I don't think it is, but you know, the beard is very similar, so that would be hilarious if it was. But I can't zoom into the police officer name or anything like that. I don't think it is who I think it is, but it's just funny that it looks like him. So yeah, she's got a biasedamy.com hat on, her earphones in, her free Tommy Robinson shirt, recording on her phone, holding a megaphone with crutches. It's just, God. This lady's dedicated, isn't she, to her acting job. So just have a quick look now at a few videos or clips, and then we'll call it a night, because really I think we're done here, you know. So what you'll notice here, what you'll notice here is it's similar to the Resistance GB arrest, where basically she's given time to sort of have her say and get people to film her, etc. So have a little look at this, yeah? 1 second.
She got arrested for calling them Nazis.
I reminded them of the Second World War. Oh, you've got my phone. Try that. No, don't undo my bag. Look at this. Now they're just my bag. Unbelievable. Oh, stand up now. Stand up. Sit down.
It's like it's a joke. It's like it's a joke. Like, carry on, arrest me or something. It's just a joke. You get to sit there, make jokes about the police, criticise them, say whatever you want. They won't do anything. They'll allow you to have your 10-minute political dialogue.
Remember this, people. It's 15th of November 2020.
15th of November. Shame of the police force. Taking a disabled lady and arresting her for her freedom of speech.
She's a disabled lady who has no fear, gets pushed to the floor, comes back up again like Humpty Dumpty constantly. You know.
Freedom of speech.
You know you're doing wrong. You know you're doing wrong.
You know you're doing wrong. You know you're doing wrong. Oh, shut up. You know that you're filming an actor. You know that you're filming an actor. Simple. Shut up. So I showed you her connection with Tan. I showed you her connection with Tapman. I showed you her connection with Resistance GB. Here is her connection with Braden. Now, for all of you who don't know, Braden is another provocateur who gets away with slandering whole races of people, whole religions of people. He gets to say all kinds of stuff that if you said in normal circumstances, you would either get arrested or beaten up or both. But yet he seems to be getting away with it. And why? Because he's got the handlers there that we've discussed before in other videos. So yeah, here, you know, connection to him. Like I said, another really controversial character called Braden. So the list of people that she's connected to just goes on and on and on.
Stick to the 1400 years ago, and you've never evolved. Very sad.
That's what happens.
And 1400 years
You
ago.
have children with your own family.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's Braden there's Braden with his tattoos showing, with his cigarette packet there, holding a can of Stella with his shirt undone. I mean, come on. Basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people who are like Braden, yeah, to think that he's their hero, that he's someone who's speaking for them. So maybe if he does go into politics in the next sort of 10 years, all this legend will be part of the whole, you know, attraction from these people who think that they're represented by him, you know.
You like marry your first cousin,
Reproducing.
and like when it goes on for generations.
Okay, listen.
Oh, you don't even know if
He's
it's
like
sister
me.
or your
Here's
mum.
Tan, baby. I'm gonna go see Tan, my man.
So she just said, I've got to go and see Tan, my man. So there, she's telling you everything you need to know. So like I said, Biased Amy is connected to all the agent provocateurs. Her herself falls over all the time in what looks like staged events. And right now, basically doing what looks to be dodgy arrests, which always adds to the fear. And what it does is people think, well, if this lady is getting arrested and she's disabled, then I'm not going to do it because I don't want to get bundled into a van. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all classic divide and conquer, fear, yeah, fear-based, trauma-based mind control. Okay, so hopefully I've been able to show you what I think about all this. So in summary, she's connected to all the agent provocateurs, all the people who look like they're getting fake arrested. She herself is involved in what looks like fake altercations and fake arrests. And like I said, she's connected to Resistance ET, she's connected to Tatman, she's connected to Braden, she's connected to Tan, she vouches for Tommy Robinson, she vouches for Trump. Yeah, I mean, what more do you want, really? Plays the disability card and the female card